Welcome back to the small stuff. Welcome to the small stuff. Welcome to the small stuff. It seems little, but one of the heartbreaking things about being a trainer or a teacher is when we're required to interrupt our students when they're doing good stuff. But sometimes it's necessary. Now, this is where it's really important that we set times for our learners at the beginning. Let's say, for example, we have task 1, we had indicated to our students it needed to be finished at 11. If I look around the room and see that everyone is just so busily working, then rather than actually yell out or get all of their attention and disturbing them to tell them that in a few minutes' time we're going to wrap up, I can instead wander around the room, group to group, individual to individual, and let them know that this time is approaching. Simply a matter of squat down, excuse me, how are we all going? Doing great work, just in case you've lost track of time, it's almost 11. At 11 o'clock we'll all come back together and we'll move on to the next task. And then repeat those words to all of the other groups or individuals you need to. Then, what you'll find, let's say for example you have 6 groups. Once you've started talking to these groups, they will know that you're about to pull the pin on that activity. So they'll be keeping an eye out and they'll be monitoring you, subtly watching you go around to the other groups. Once you've returned to the front of the room, there'll be people there who are actually watching you and who are already ready to go, which makes it much easier. Another option, of course, is maybe we don't want the attention of everyone. Maybe the group is being so productive as they are that we don't want to disturb that. We just simply want them to move to another task. In that situation, feel free, again, to go around group by group and say, you guys are working really well on task 1. It'd be great if we could wrap it up in a few minutes' time and move to task 2. Perhaps ask a couple of clarifying questions to make sure they understand what task 2 is. Set them off on their way and then go back and around with the other groups. Not long after 11 o'clock, so task 2 has started, we should be using our visual cues. If there do appear to be collective misunderstandings or difficulties, that's when we can bring them back all together and address those misunderstandings and get task 2 going again. But otherwise, capitalise on the productivity, make the most of that environment. It does mean repeating ourselves a few times, but sometimes more effective communication to a group actually means speaking more frequently to individuals within that group. Give it a go.